Oké. Deze keer zijn we met een andere camera bezig. Ik heb problemen met mijn EOS 600T. Stom probleem. Ik vind een oplader niet, dus ik kan de batterij niet opladen. Ongeveer zo stom als dat een probleem kan zijn. Geef toe. Dus we zijn nu even met de PlayStation 3i aan het filmen. Het gaat niet geweldig zijn, dat weet ik maar al te goed. Maar ja, het is vooral mijn bedoeling om deze gewoon te loggen voor de toekomst. Wat ik vandaag ga doen. Maybe I should switch to English again. Sorry guys. So what we're gonna do today is use some Nuln oil and some Seraphim Sepia from Citadel paints. Both are contrast paints. We're gonna use it because, as you can see, these are all very nice, shiny and new, which is not what we want. We want it to look as if it's already like decades old. So I'll give you a quick show. Like, this is the kind of effect that we wanna go to. So this has already been treated, and it still looks good, but it looks like it's like decades old, and that's exactly what we want. Especially like with the raster here. I really like the effect, how it came out on this one. It's always, as I have said in my previous video, I'm still trying. I still have to figure shit out. So it's possible that I'm gonna mess all this up, but yeah, let's give it a go. So as these are shading paints, they are very runny. I don't know if you guys can hear this. But yeah, so no wet palette, because it's contrast paints. Don't use wet palettes and contrast paints, because you just seep through, because it's as fluid as it can get. I'm gonna start with Seraphim Sepia, because it has this nice brown tint, and it makes the shiny metal over here look a lot less shiny, and gives it kind of a hint of rust over it. Nuln oil is also pretty good. And I'm first gonna give it the brown shading to get the rust color on it. So even though it's very fluid, still, like always, shake. I do fear that you won't be able to see a whole lot of detail on this PlayStation 3 camera, because it's old as fuck. But if you're on our Discord server, you can see the images after I'm done. This. Some of the old school painters call this a skill in a little pot, and I can only agree with it. I would never be able to do shading like this. I might be able to, but not after just a few weeks of painting. And it just makes everything look so much better. Everything pops, everything feels alive. Especially like tiny details, like on these bands of metal, you have the studs from the nails, the screws. and they kind of disappear a little bit when you put copper paint on it, but then you do the shading on it and just boop, there they are again. Like on this metallic primer that I did, it all looks so brand new, and then you put this on it and you just get this light brown layering on it, and it just makes it, immediately brings it to life. Because I mean, why would they be fighting in a brand new installation? It was just that's just bullshit. They would be fighting in an old installation, and the Seraphim Sepia does exactly what the title says. It puts a layer of sepia brown over it, and it makes everything look a whole lot older. And you can go pretty wild with it, because it's such a fluid paint. You can just throw it on basically. So yeah, it's the beginning of 2020. It's at the moment it's the 7th of January. So we've been getting a whole bunch of leaks for the Adepta Sororitas that are coming out this year. Leaks, there have been real announcements for them. They look so epic. I always really liked them because they're such hardcore fighters and so dedicated to their faith in the Emperor. And there's a couple of stories that I read, like in Gaunt's Ghosts and stuff, where they're featured in the whole story chain. Don't remember the exact title of the exact book, and several other books where they're featured in. And they're just so cool because they're so dedicated to their faith in the Emperor. And I mean, these women are bred for fighting demons. And in the Space Marines, you need guys like the Grey Knights to fight demons. And these are just not regular women, but these are women in just power armor. And they don't have superhuman physique or anything. These are, well, they're kind of genetically bred a little bit, but nothing like the Space Marines, yet they are designed to fight demons. Of course, lesser demons, but still fighting demons. Like if you watch Ricky Gervais comedy show Humanity, he has this bit about how when creation was going on and God was assigning dogs with their tasks, how there was this specific kind of dog. And he goes like, oh yeah, Labradors, you get to watch the sheep, and then Chihuahuas, you're just gonna be nice and Cocker Spaniels, blah blah blah, all kinds of different dogs. And then he goes like, oh yeah, this kind of dog, I think it's some kind of Mastiff, really hardcore dog as well, but yeah, you get hunting lions. And then he goes on about how the dogs are like, what the fuck, why do we have to fight lions, blah 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 blah. Discussing with God, and I guess like these Adepta Sororitas must kind of feel like that too, you know, like, oh yeah, you're selected to become part of the Sisterhood of Battle, Sisters of Battle. Ah, cool. Now, go fight some demons. But yeah, it's their strength. They're so their faith in God is so strong that they can fight demons because their faith is their shield. And in the stories that comes across a little bit, but then in the game, that's actually they actually have stratagems for using their faith as a shield, which I really like. So I'm pretty sure that someday I'm gonna have an Adepta Sororitas, at least a kill team. Might even get an army, but we'll see about that. Let's see. because I'm not looking at my own channel right now, so I have no clue what's going on. Not even sure if it's actually working. Yep, there we are. I haven't done a lot of streaming yet, so I'm still learning the ropes, and opening my own channel is not yet in my list of activities. Oh, so you can actually hear me brushing this shade on it. I didn't know that. Probably pretty good that you guys can hear that, because that means that my mic is working really well. Again, not using this one. Might be a combination of this one and the one on the laptop. Sorry about the breathing though. I'll try to keep talking. Alright, so that was, oh yeah, Adeptus. Yeah, they look really amazing, and even if I'm not starting a kill team or an army with them, I'm gonna pre-order the huge unit that they have. It costs 65 euros, but it looks so great, and I just want to put it together and paint it. And so I'm pretty sure it's this mic that's picking up my breathing. So let's see if I can turn it down a bit. Yeah, so as I said, really sorry about amateur stuff at the moment. Still learning the ropes, but as nobody's actually watching the stream at the moment, nobody actually suffering from this. I'm also slightly sorry about my English accent, or at least my Flemish accent in my English talk. I should work on that a little bit. I hope that doing these streams will improve it a bit. I really have to fix my camera for next time. Because clearly maybe this one. Can't do that because it was completely off. So for now you'll have to work with the audio that you hear right now, with me breathing the brushes. Sorry for that. Okay. Really, I can't stress enough, if you want to start painting, learn how to use these contrast paints, because they are amazing. You use contrast paints for like the main colors, like I did over here, and then you use the Seraphim and Null Oral shader to make it look old, and it's so good. So I'm going to do this one completely in Seraphim Sepia, and then on one of these two I'm going to start off with Null Oil, because it's darker and more towards black, and then I can silver finish that today, and then tomorrow we can see what the end result was, and which actually looks best. Or maybe even add a layer of null oil on top of this, what I'm doing right now. Or I might just do null oil, you know, like on some specific parts. I'll just have to see. Like I said, I'm still so new at all this. I have to try everything and see what works, what doesn't. But that's part of the fun, you know. There's and I don't know, maybe I'm overlooking it, but it seemed to me that there was like not a lot of videos explaining how to do terrain well. So I saw lots of videos about how to paint miniatures, but doing the terrain is basically just me trying to apply some of the techniques that I saw used in miniatures, and just seeing if they work if I do them on a bigger scale, you know, just trying it out. Man, I really dislike the fact that you can't see it on my good camera right now. Because you really can't, I think, at least from the preview I see on my laptop, it seems like you really can't spot how huge the difference is. I kind of want to show you guys. Try to get it fixed for next time. Because I have quite a busy night tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to paint and stream. I'm gonna be donating blood. Do that every 4 months, because it's the one thing that we as regular people can do that will save a life every single time you do it. And you know, it just takes about an hour to go there, donate a pint of blood, have something to drink, come back. It's one of the most selfless things anyone can do, because you donate blood and you save somebody's life, but you won't ever know who, or and they won't have to thank you. Like, I don't know the stats for wherever you live, but like over here in Belgium we have about 70% of the population receives a blood donation somewhere in their lifetime. But only 4% actually donates themselves. So just get in touch with the Red Cross, donate blood, and go for it. Save somebody's life. I've often wondered though, like, who has been saved with my blood? Not that I want thanks for it, but I just, you know, just curious, you know. So, you know, maybe I've saved some family, some dad's life, just like I'm a dad myself. Maybe I've saved some criminal. So many possibilities. And I actually feel bad about the fact that I want to get a tattoo this year. You. Skończę.